थोड़ा ज्यादा होने लग गया है
नहीं वो
और अनफेयर हो गया है बिकॉज
बिकम टू मच।
वो गलती कर दी कि हमने साइलेंस रखा था, वो हमारी शराफत थी और उसका एक एडवांटेज ले गया कि हमारी कमजोरी थी। आई थिंक वी ऑलवेज बिलीव इन लेट द वर्क स्पीक फॉर इटसेल्फ, ऑल दिस डजंट मैटर। जो मैं कह रहा हूँ हम वो मानते हैं एज एन इंडस्ट्री में, सबकी नहीं कह सकता, बट जहां तक मैं समझता हूँ, यू डोंट ऑलवेज नीड टू गेट योर हैंड्स डर्टी एंड यू डोंट ऑलवेज नीड टू गेट इनटू एवरीथिंग, बट आई थिंक समवेयर हम ही ने थोड़ा सा ज्यादा सहन कर लिया है। अब लोगों को आदत, आप जब थोड़ा ज्यादा सहन कर लेते हो तो फिर वो ज्यादा ही होने लगता है आपके साथ। एंड आई कंप्लीटली अग्री विद यू दैट वी नीड टू कम टुगेदर एंड डू समथिंग वेरी जेन्युइन अबाउट इट, बिकॉज जो लिखा जाता है या जो हैशटैग्स बनते हैं वो दैट इज फार अवे फ्रॉम द रियलिटी, बिकॉज आप जब फिल्में देखते हो और वो चलती है, और जब लोग हमको पसंद करते हैं वो हमारे सरनेम की वजह से नहीं होता, वो तो फिल्म की वजह से होता है। तो कुछ एजेंडाज है, कुछ चीजें हैं जो कहीं ना कहीं बन जाती है बड़ी, जब असली में होती नहीं है। आई डेफिनेटली फील इट नीड्स टू बी टेकन अप एट अ वेरी सीरियस लेवल, बट फॉर दैट द इंडस्ट्री विल हैव टू कम टुगेदर एंड डू समथिंग अबाउट इट। एम आई अलोन इनफ? नो, बट आई डू फील इट हैज रीच्ड अ पॉइंट, जो आप सोच रहे हो, जो आप सोच रहे हो कि हमने 6 महीने पहले या 2 साल पहले नहीं किया, आई थिंक वो इनएविटेबल है। अभी कभी ना कभी कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा जरूर, बिकॉज
believe there's a growing intolerance?
I mean, just for a symbolic gesture, yes, if I have to, but there is intolerance. There's extreme intolerance.
There is?
There is. I think there is growing intolerance.
Every film is getting boycott. तो अच्छी बात है ना, we don't want to feel out of place यार। हम भी बॉलीवुड का हिस्सा है, हमारे को भी बॉयकॉट करो।
सबसे कमाल की चीज़ है, मैं तो बोलता ये जो लोग पिक्चरें बॉयकॉट करने की बात करते हैं वो पहले पिक्चर सिनेमा हॉल में देखने आते थे क्या? सवाल है जनरली।
We like that. We should be in the league of Lal Singh Chadda and the league of Raksha Bandhan and the league of all the films that are getting boycotted, because all the films are getting boycotted. So we also be in that.
The only boycotter now is Jeffrey Boycott, the best cricketer ever. So if you're saying my film like boycott, that means like हम लोग क्या बैटिंग करने वाला है बॉक्स ऑफिस में, देखो।
No, but on a serious note, I want to.
boycott भी हम लोग लेफ्ट टाइम फील कर रहे हैं।
मेरे को भी boycott होता है।
हम लोग ना हमें भी ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड है ना, boycott कैसे boycott तब से ऐसा है, मतलब मैं boycott करेगा, मैं boycott करूँगा।
अगर अमेज़न boycott हो सकता है, अक्षय कुमार boycott हो सकता है,
हमारे को हमने boycott करना है।
What is this?
हाँ यार, हमने इतने साल से काम कर रहे हैं, हमें भी boycott है।
दोस्तों ये मेरे दोस्त है, गुजारिश है, रो रहे हैं, प्लीज boycott दोबारा कर दो इनके लिए।
पिक्चर देखो ना, देखो हमारा boycott जरूर।
Well, public events I'm careful about going to, because I feel that one, I want to go to places that I enjoy going to and I feel comfortable going to. There are places that I specifically don't want to go to because I'm trying to make a point. Places that I do not want to support, people perhaps that I don't want to support. So there are places I don't go to for particular reasons. Other than that, it's mostly I don't want to.
And what is this new thing about Narendra Modi? I was reading some place that during the Bombay riots. Riots. In fact, it was Prahlad Kakkar's story that you called Prahlad and two of you went out to rescue your driver from the slums.
Well, I think that
has Gujarat sort of strengthened that?
No, I think that I mean, as I grew, as a human being, as I grew up from being a child to an adult, I realized that there is a lot of poison that can be spread in people's minds. And for example, this case of what happened in Gujarat was really appalling. According to me, somebody like Modi there were Indians killed over there. There were innocent Indians who were killed. It's completely irrelevant whether they were Hindus or Muslims or Christians or Parsis or Sikhs. There were Indians being killed.
And for which no one has been punished so far.
By a leader who's supposedly a leader, and he is responsible, he and his party, he and his people are responsible for the killings of and high trauma on thousands of Indians. And in my opinion, the person and the people who do this, indulge in these kind of things, are most unpatriotic, completely anti-Indian thing that is being done.
Because they damage the idea of India.
They damage the idea of humanity, first of all. They damage the idea of a good, healthy society. And one, nothing is being done about it, or very little is being done about it. Certainly there are a lot of people who are raising their voice. And it is good to see that. and it is. But I have complete faith. I must say, I must add here,
in the system.
not in the system, in the people of India. And I feel that at the end of the day, the people of India are people with a lot of love and warmth, and they eventually do come through. They might get misguided for some time.
Well, I'm sure,
But by and large,
when they listen to you saying this, they'll be inspired, and that will make a difference.
I don't know, but I hope. You know, in the news nowadays, you have this, the US rejecting the visa for Mr. Modi, and that has become a thing of national honor now. I don't see it that way. You know, for me, it's not that. I have my own views in the US, and I have a lot of problems with George Bush. they're not few in number. And I don't care what the US is doing really, whether they're giving visas or not giving visas.
I
have a problem with our reaction. I have a problem with our reaction.
You think our reaction is over the top?
No, I feel our reaction is that first of all we should say, hey, we didn't penalize a person who's been killing innocent people. Somebody else is raising a voice. That voice may be America, it may be, I don't care who it is. So instead of us saying, hey, wait a minute, maybe we should have taken cognizance of this much earlier.
Right.
And since we haven't, let's take cognizance of it now. That is, I feel, the approach that
We've gone over the top.
over the top is the wrong term that we are using over here. I feel that we have missed the point, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a good point.